So we're now going to do the spine curl with a variation. And as much as when your arms are by your side, you're not using your arms, they do give you a certain sense of stability. So if you bring your arms above your chest, with your palms facing each other, it loses any sense of stability and you have to work a little bit harder from your abdominals and your core. Other than that, it's exactly the same. Feet staying nice and light and working nice and slowly. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, pulling in your core, do a nice deep pelvic curl. Continue to curl the pelvis off the mat, lengthening the spine away from the shoulders. And you can just come up a little bit higher from the pelvis, but not from the ribs. Good. Stay here as you breathe in, and as you breathe out really slowly, one vertebra at a time in reverse, starting from the top, coming down, making sure you get your pelvic curl back again so you get that lower back into the mat before the pelvis and back to neutral. And then you can bring your arms by your side or you can keep them up there. We'll do two more. Okay, so we keep the arms there. Take a breath in, breathe out, nice deep pelvic curl. That's it, watching those knees, they don't wander away. Lengthening the pelvis as much as you can without bringing the ribs up and no further than the tips of the shoulder blades. Staying here as you breathe in. And then really slowly, one vertebra at a time. Think about using all your tummy muscles to help get that vertebra into the mat. Create a bit of length and space before the next one comes down. Getting this lower back into the mat before the pelvis, really lengthen the buttocks away, back to neutral. Good. Breathing in and do one more. And that's it. Don't start to hurry it up as you work through them. If you think in terms of doing, say, 5 or 6 each time, then that's enough to allow the spine to become a bit more loose and flexible. And then coming back down, remember to really lengthen those buttocks away so you get the lower back in before the buttocks come onto the mat. So you have to really use your tummy a lot more for that. And then back to neutral, and you can bring your arms by your side. So that's one variation. And now another variation is you start the spine curl with your arms by your side, and then Vivi will bring her arms up, first of all above the chest, and then we'll progress to taking them further behind the body. Now, the further behind the body you have your arms, the harder it is when you come back down to get the lower back into the mat before the buttocks. It's very easy just to drop the buttocks and then you have a slight arch in your back. So you only take your arms behind your body as long as you can get that lower back in. So don't take your arms too far back if you find that you're not getting that nice massage into the lower back. So take a breath in, nice and slowly, breathing out, lower, that's it, nice deep pelvic curl, lengthening the pelvis away. And when you're up in the spine curl, now breathe in to bring your arms up, to begin with just above your chest. And then breathe out, coming out of your spine curl, watching the knees. Imagine you've got that ball, keep that ball in between your knees, get your lower back in, back to neutral, and then bring your arms by your side. Okay, we'll keep your arms at that level for the next one. So nice deep pelvic curl as you're breathing out, pulling in the pelvic floor, lower abdominals, nice and slowly, don't start to hurry it up to the tips of the shoulder blades. Then breathe in to bring your arms above your chest, and then you breathe out to come out of your spine curl. All the time lengthening the spine away from the shoulders and the neck, so there's never any compression up into the neck or the shoulders. Come back to neutral and bring your arms by your side. So let's start taking the arms a little bit further behind. That's it, good. Coming into your spine curl on an out breath. If you run out of breath, don't hold your breath, just breathe normally. As you start to do, and then breathing in, bring your arms up. As you get used to this exercise, you'll find you can do it on one breath. And then coming out of your spine curl. So now, come really slowly out of your spine curl. You've got your arms lengthening in one direction, stretching the spine, and lengthening the spine in the opposite direction. So now you really are starting to lengthen all the muscles along the spine, getting a nice stretch through the back. Good. And each time you can see, keep going. If you can take your arms a little bit further behind, but still get the lower back into the mat as you come back down. And you'll find your level. Never taking the arms right the way onto the floor, so try taking them a little bit further behind. That's it. But the shoulders stay relaxed, and now coming out of your spine curl. You have to use your tummy a lot more now because it's much harder to get that pelvic curl back again. Okay, because as you come back down, get this lower back in before the pelvis. That's it, yes. That's it. So you massage that lower back in, get the pelvis back to neutral, and then bring your arms by your side. And we'll do one more like that. Breathing in to prepare, breathing out to your nice, slow, deep pelvic curl without the buttocks. And then the buttocks will naturally kick in. You don't actually need to clench them. Good. And then you breathe in, bring your arms all the way up and behind. See if you can go all the way behind now. So no further than that. And then keep your arms lengthened in that direction as you lengthen your spine in the opposite direction. And really keeping your shoulders relaxed, but really working your tummy. Make sure you don't get your buttocks or pelvis down until after your lower back. And back to neutral. When you're back to neutral, bring your arms all the way back by your side. Great. How was that? Does that feel nice?
Yeah, it is.
Any
Very
questions?
nice. No.
Great.
It's a bit hard to concentrate, but it's a good one.
Yeah. No, you do have to really focus. So that's one of the things about Pilates is just keep focused. Feel what it's doing to your body. It's a lovely massage to the spine, and it feels great.